All right, we are back. This time around, this is the TFOL category, which is the hardest category. Colin, why is it so hard?
Man, we get the most entrants in the TFOL category, and it is incredible the amount of skill that we see and the range of skill and the ideas that they bring to the table. It's so hard. We always end up picking the TFOLs last because there's just such a huge chunk of ones that we want to win.
Right.
But we have to bring it down to one. And Chris, who do we decide this time?
This time around, drum roll please, we have Thijn from Germany. Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Thijn gives us a exploring the sea. And let's dive deep. Colin?
Yeah, let's talk about why we decided to go with this one. It may look a little bit out of normality for what we'd normally choose for a build, especially in the TFOL because it's such a tough category. But we're gonna dive really deeply into this build and tell you exactly why we decided to.
Sure.
So first, as an overall, we have this side-facing scene and there's a few things going on. So it starts above water, it ends underwater, which is really cool. So it's got 3 layers basically. So on the top right there, we have an explorer.
Yep.
And so we have an explorer with their backpack, they've got a magnifying glass, standing next to like a palm tree, a flamingo, there's a chameleon on the top of the tree. And he's basically coming to the edge of this water and seeing what he can find. Maybe he's looking for a treasure of some sort.
Yeah.
Which I think they actually showed later on in the build.
For sure. There it is right here.
Moving on, we have an awesome on the sea.
Yeah.
So we start on land.
Above.
Now we're on sea, so above. This fisherman, and this scene is so dynamic. This picture is so great. Like there's so much movement in the line of his fishing rod,
Absolutely.
it's a from scratch fishing rod.
That's right. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's not something that they just made it from scratch.
Every time I look at this, there's so many things there's so much detail.
Yeah, there's something new. The way the fish is jumping out and he's leaning back, the water splashing off. So cool. And there's more to this that we'll get to.
That fish, the way it jumps, man.
I know, so cool.
That's so simple.
And then we move back to the, back to the front view, and we can see that there is a diver
on the far left.
On the far left, who is gonna bring us down underwater. So we're gonna make our way across, and then we're gonna start going under the water. So Chris, tell me one of the cool things that you noticed first that you liked about this diver, and then sort of led to us having some more discoveries about the build.
So when you see this diver, you can see that their body is above the plate. So it's above the water. However, as you get closer into it, you will actually get a chance to see that their body is obviously swimming and it's still above water. Now, when you move into the bottom area, which is under the water, there's so many things that now you start seeing little Easter eggs that this level of detail we didn't really we got surprised.
Yeah.
So moving to the right by where the fisherman is, that bait or bob, I guess?
It's the bob, yeah, it's the bobber on the fishing rod. So it's usually red and white.
Red and white, but the fact that sometimes like some builds just end, where as soon as the plate finishes, there's almost like a given explanation that it's done, it transitions. But the level of detail that Thijn went into, it's underneath. There's the buoy.
The buoy's got an underneath to it.
Right, and the boat, you see everything underneath it. So that level of thinking really surprised us. We're like, wow, okay, he really thought of everything.
Yeah, we didn't expect, when we first looked at it, we were like, okay, we had a general idea of what was going on in this build. But as we started looking into more detail, the story just really evolved. Obviously there's really cool detail in the underwater foliage, which is really great.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of schools of fish swimming. One of the fish has been speared through, which is interesting. So we just felt like overall, there was such a cool story.
Yeah.
And like, I want to go exploring here.
That's right.
Like that's how I feel. Like I want to be that explorer who's stumbled across this great area and to go diving and to go fishing in this area.
Well, you don't have to worry because Thijn wanted to show us what's underneath, and he did a light up feature as well, which is very cool. We don't usually often see this. This feature was actually shown by our AFOL winner from last time, which is, I believe Daniel did the anglerfish and there was lights in it. So I believe that Thijn saw that and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna throw something in there. So what if there's an anglerfish hiding?
Maybe. I was gonna say, what do you think the light source is coming from? There's definitely something. I bet you there's more detail in here that we can't even see. So I'm really excited about this one. This is why we decided to go with this one. Again, we love story, we love detail, we want to feel a sense of adventure.
Yes.
It's a toy. We want to be able to feel a sense of wanting to jump in and play with it.
There were so many hard choices that we had to make. Like, at least we had 5 other TFOLs in our list, but we had to choose one that really fit almost that whole story aspect. And Thijn really delivered with all the little details as well as the story from beginning to end.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things to unpack. Really well done.
Congratulations.
And congratulations on taking this week's TFOL category.
Nice. Let's move on to our last category, which is the AFOLs.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys in that video.